This is to wish all the parents a very happy new year, and I just want to emphasize on one thing, that whatsoever be the targets that you set for yourself or whatever ambition that you want to follow, please keep the focus on your children. The confidence level of the children in themselves, in their capability, and in their own worth is the most important thing for them, and it will be the most important thing for you when you grow old. Do not compare your children with others who are more affluent than you or who have more resources than you. Wherever you are, in whichever economic strata of life, you should be giving a feeling of adequacy to your children. कभी भी किसी भी तरह से बच्चों में हीन भावना नहीं आनी चाहिए कि हमारे पास ये नहीं है, हमारे पास वो नहीं है, और इसको अगर आप कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, so then you are giving the best gift to your children for growth in their life. The point is that there is no limit to wealth, there is no limit of money and having property and having estates and cars and ships and aircrafts and helicopters and what you have. You cannot let the development of your child suffer because you, in your own immaturity, yearn for more money, more status, and you feel inadequate yourself. I will suggest to you to look at the life as a gift and your children as God's creation, which has been entrusted to you for support and helping them grow. So, even if your financial status is not good, at least you will have a roof over your head. You will have 2 square meals a day. And if you are listening to me on this medium, I am sure you have a house and your children are going to school. So where is the crisis? The crisis could only be to the refugees, to the homeless, to the people who have been rendered, disabled by war or by such diseases or any such thing where they are helpless, they have lost their limbs, they cannot work, they cannot feed themselves, they are bedridden. Those are the people who could have pity for themselves, but then you have examples where even those kind of people are doing well on the national and international levels. So if you are healthy, if you are having 2 square meals a day, if you have a roof over your head, if your children are going to school, why compare them to the children of super rich or the children of super successful and directly or indirectly put in their head that yes, you are not up to the mark. So this is my message to you. Please give your children reassurance of support. Give them the reassurance and a feeling of having adequate things for them to progress in life. Make them realize that there are hundreds of millions of people in this world who are worse off than them. There are people who are lining up on the roadside to take free food. There are children who are begging on the traffic lights. There are children who are toiling and who are doing child labor in mines. rat holes. And yet you compare your child to the son of a businessman or an industrialist who flaunts his wealth on social media, and you put directly, indirectly a feeling of inadequacy in your child's mind. That will be very, very difficult to get rid of, and you have to balance out your fears, your inadequacies, and not put them into your child. I remember there are parents who are not having enough food for all members, so the mother or the father would go hungry, and do not let the child feel that they are not having enough food. There are families who want to have dry fruits in the winters, but they cannot afford almonds or walnuts and things like that. They have gud ki patti and chana, and they feel adequately fed and nourished. So please keep this in mind. Give your children adequate love, attention, spend time with them, and guide them properly through life with message for development, with a message for growth, with a message for getting more capability, understanding their own lives, their own desires, their own inclinations, and go for the line which is most suitable to them. Do not force your failed ambitions onto them. Most of the careers which are being selected for the children, or the study streams which are being selected for the 10th class, 11th class students, is done by the parents because they themselves could not achieve what they want their child to achieve. So indirectly you are forcing your child, and he will be unhappy. If he doesn't perform well, then he will have a feeling that he is not good enough. If he is good enough for history, if he is good enough for music, if he is good enough for drawing and painting, let him excel in that. Let him explore. And if he can be successful, a world master in his own craft, so be it. So this is something which I want to leave you with in this new year. Wishing you all a very, very happy 2025, and I am sure every one of us will be better off at the end of 2025 when we look at the start of 2026. So focus yourself, make targets which are smart, which can be achieved, and which can inspire, and do not put you down by the enormity of the target. It is better to upgrade a target midway rather than to downgrade a lofty target and then get discouraged and you say no, it can be achieved, it has to be scaled down. So be realistic, look after the children, and especially look after their confidence and their mental makeup, and I am sure God will give you the strength to nurture the souls that have been given into your custody. Once again, Happy New Year. Take care. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.